Good afternoon, Trinity. I hope that you are all well and enjoying this weather that we're having. I have a poem that I'd like to share with you. I did post it on my page a couple weeks ago. It was shared with us by our bishop at one of our clergy meetings, but I think it is a poem and a blessing that everybody needs right now. I don't know about you, but coming back from a holiday weekend when even though we're socially distancing, we still spent a little more time with family and unplugged from technology a little bit. Coming back to the way the world is right now is exhausting. And I know those who are working, especially in healthcare and on the front lines, are feeling exhausted too. This is a poem by John O'Donohue. It comes from a book of blessings that he has written. This is called For One Who is Exhausted, a Blessing. When the rhythm of the heart becomes hectic, time takes on the strain until it breaks. Then all the unattended stress falls in on the mind like an endless increasing weight. The light in the mind becomes dim. Things you could take in your stride before now become laborsome events of will. Weariness invades our spirit. Gravity begins falling inside of us, dragging down every bone. The tide you never valued has gone out, and you are marooned on unsure ground. Something within you has closed down, and you cannot push yourself back to life. You have been forced to enter empty time. The desire that drove you has relinquished. There is nothing else to do now but rest and patiently learn to receive the self you have forsaken in the race of days. At first your thinking will darken and sadness take over like listless weather. The flow of unwept tears will frighten you. You have traveled too fast over false ground. Now your soul has come to take you back. Take refuge in your senses. Open up to all the small miracles you rushed through. Become inclined to watch the way of rain when it falls slow and free. Imitate the habit of twilight, taking time to open the well of color that fostered the brightness of day. Draw alongside the silence of stone until its calmness can claim you. Be excessively gentle with yourself. Stay clear of those vexed in spirit. Learn to linger around someone of ease who feels they have all the time in the world. Gradually you will return to yourself, having learned a new respect for your heart and the joy that dwells far within slow time. I find this poem to be extremely encouraging and to remind me of some things that I need to be aware of, like staying clear of those vexed in spirit. We hear so much differing opinion on the news and things like that it was really nice to kind of unplug from that for a day or two and learn to linger around someone of ease. My kids are much better at teaching me that than I am at reminding myself of that. They tend to take things one day at a time, and if you need to rest, you need to rest. So some of these things in John Donohue's poem really hit home. And Jesus too reminds us, just by the way he lived, to take that time to rest. Especially in the Gospel of Luke, he went to the mountain to pray, went off by himself to pray, took time to be alone, to renew, to refresh, to connect with God. And he always did that before he had to do anything big, anything really important. So I hope that blessing was helpful for you. John Donahue is the author of that, if you'd like to look up any of his other things. So I hope that if you are feeling exhausted, that you can find a moment to linger with someone at ease. Blessings to you, and talk to you tomorrow.